Hi loves, I hope all is well. So I'm going to be doing a little reading for our beautiful full moon in Scorpio. So energetically, there's so much going on, and this is like our last purge. So this is like the endings and the new beginnings all like colliding into one thing, which is wonderful because we've done so much inner clearing and so much work within ourselves, and this is really the time of our great expansion, I guess you would say. So we have still Mercury retrograde, and we're still in eclipse season. We have the Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus conjunction that happened on the 20th. And we also have on the 21st, it was Chiron and Venus in 20 degrees of Aries. Then there was on the 22nd, which is, it's kind of like death and rebirth. So it's like the old selves that we're purging, and that has come through with the sun squared with Pluto. And then on the 23rd, we had this intense, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. It's like because, energy lingers. So it's like this feeling of complete purging, letting go, releasing, huge transformation. This is really the Phoenix rising energy. And that's with our full moon and everything that's happening, in and around this as well. So there's just, and the Schumann resonance, we cannot forget about the Schumann resonance. Like, there's so much going on. So it's really important to take some time to feel your feelings, be with yourself, like validate your own feelings. That we're no longer seeking validation from outside of ourselves. We're no longer seeking to be rescued or saved, right? Like, we've already saved ourselves. We've gone through this dark night of the soul. We've done this inner work. We've done this inner cleansing. And now it's about the final purge. It's like, the final push of giving birth to our new selves in this really aligned place of our highest timeline, and allowing ourselves to embrace the ease of our lives. Life is meant to be easy. That we're not here to suffer. We're not here to struggle. We're here to embrace, infinite wealth in all aspects of our life. And all of this reprogramming we've had to do with ourselves has been intense and deep and hard. Well, hard's not even, it's been incredibly difficult. We've gone through so many dark nights of the soul. We've gone through so many death and rebirth, and it's just a lot. So it feels heavy. It feels enlightened. It feels like it's a roller coaster of feelings. So, using this energy to really integrate everything that you are, everything that you have come to be, everything that you've remembered. It's like you are this powerhouse of energy, this powerhouse of human and source and alignment. So, our teams are asking us to really take that time to just be present with yourself. Look after your body, mind, and heart. Align your heart chakra and your heart energy with your higher mind. So the lower mind, or the 3D mind, is that place of overthinking, that place of intrusive thoughts, that place of old energy and old ways of being. Because it's like you have this place now of higher frequency energy, of your authentic self, of your alignment, your higher purpose, your sense of knowing. It's like being comfortable in that place of I know what I need to know, and I trust in the rest, because you are so engaged and aligned with your balance and your authenticity, and you're no longer trying to seek validation outside of yourself or try to prove yourself to anyone. Like, you know who you are, and you're embracing who you are, and being present is absolute key. Like, people talk about manifesting all the time, and manifesting is about being the vibrational match and the vibrational frequency of what you are trying to create in your human experience. So you have to know it and feel it before you can see it. We were taught and programmed very backwards. You have to, they say the proof is in the pudding kind of, thing where you have to see it to believe it. No, we have to believe it in order to see it. So be in that place of trust and honoring honoring who you are, honoring the fact that you have done this inner work and you have overcome every single challenge and heartache that was presented to you. In all honesty, nobody's gonna fully know or understand your path and everything that you have gone through to become who you are. So make sure that you are taking that time to really celebrate you, embrace you, and be in your power, be in your authenticity, because that's where your manifestations will start to come through. All right, my loves. So are you feeling pile 1 or pile 2? 1 or 2? Take a deep breath. Trust your first instinct. Maybe you're feeling one, maybe you're feeling the other, maybe you're feeling both. Okay, so we will start with pile 1. So surrender cards first. Surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can do to make things happen. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen. Then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So like what I was saying about manifesting, feel it and then release it. Feel the joy of what you are creating in your human experience and know that it's already here. Feel the pleasure, feel the passion about it, feel the joy about it, and release it. Don't try to make it happen or focus on it, because that's what kind of keeps this energetic distance from it, because then there becomes a longing for it. And, when we long for something, that means it's not already here. So be in that place of power, be in that place of, I love this feeling. It feels wholesome. It feels wonderful. It feels like home. And then move on to something else. And it's going to help you to be able to physically live the life that you've been trying to create. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. And again, plays into the first card. You have to know it within you. You have to know that within your heart without trying to explain it, without trying to make reason. You know what I mean? A lot of people are logical thinkers. So we can't reason or explain fully how things transpire. They just do, because that's what you are magnetic. We are all magnetic beings. So it's what you feel, you attract. So just know that what is yours will always be yours. And the more you get out of your own way and stop trying to think your way into it, the easier things are going to flow. And you'll be in that ebb and flow energy. You'll be in that place of your personal power. You'll be in that place of receiving. So it's about resting and receiving and knowing that, hey, what is mine is already here and I'm just flowing with it. So that's what's allowing the miracles to enter your life. Get out of your head. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. So for this one, I feel like it's letting go of unhealthy friendships, partnerships, anyone that is not aligned with who you are in this moment, in this now. We tend to hold on to things as human beings out of, attachment, because, well, I've known this person for so long, or, they were there for me in a really difficult time. All of those kinds of things. We try to reason with ourselves as to why we should hold on to relationships that aren't healthy for us any longer, that are no longer aligned. And remember, it doesn't have to come through some hostile energy. It's simply saying, I've outgrown this energy that we were in, and we're just, going our separate ways in this moment. And maybe you guys will circle back and be friends again later on, or get close again. But in this moment is all that matters. In this moment, as to who you are right now, what relationships feel serving and feel healthy and feel abundant and feel easy. When we have relationships with people, no matter what kind of relationship, it should feel easy to be around that person, to be with that person, to it shouldn't, that awkwardness or that trying to dumb things down or dim your light or anything like that to make them more comfortable. That's not healthy. So being in your authenticity is you being in your power and allowing things to fall away, especially right now with this energy that we're in. This is the final push. So let go of the things that are not serving you. Let go of the unhealthy attachments. You know, when we choose to live a life of healthy detachment, we're living in our authentic power, because we don't have, like, there's no attachment to the outcome. It's like, well, who I am right now is what matters. And that's showing yourself unconditional self-love. And that's your alignment with source, to know that even though I'm letting this go, and yeah, we grieve, you know, we're human beings. We're going to grieve relationships that we have to walk away from, no matter what kind of relationship it is. And the grieving process will be different for everybody and for each relationship. But allow yourselves to go through the process. Allow yourselves to, you know, feel it, but also give yourself permission to let it go and allow yourself to move forward. Don't stay stagnant. Okay, and then we have humor, perseverance, love, guilt, and empathy. So with these cards, it's very much about, like I was just saying, letting go of things. Oops, sorry. Letting go of things that are not serving you, and letting go of things that are not healthy. So, you know, we do hold guilt because we feel bad about letting go of, you know, certain relationships, and not, like, we always look for a reason for everything. So, and we hold on to things for an extended period of time because we're looking for a reason. Okay, well, you know, somebody does something terrible and you're like, there's the reason. You know, so rather than just saying, I'm just not feeling this anymore, like, it's just not, I don't feel aligned with this anymore. We don't have to wait for a big reason in order to move forward and move away from things that are not serving us and things that are unhealthy. So let go of that guilt, because that's a very 3D energy when we're simply doing something that's aligned with our highest and greatest good, and something that is aligned with our highest timeline, our authentic self. And remember, when we, like, healthy boundaries come from self-love, and that's not trying to, like, a healthy, like, people get kind of lost in the healthy boundary statement, so to speak. And, you know, healthy boundary is not trying to push your beliefs on anybody else, or being mean, or being spiteful or resentful. A healthy boundary is simply standing in your authentic power in pure love, to say, this doesn't feel good to me, so I'm going to distance myself. And it's not trying to make others, you know, conform to how you think or what you think or anything like that, or, you know, being judgmental of others because they don't align with what you think is right or wrong or anything like that. It's just simply saying, this doesn't feel good to me, and I'm just gonna, you know, go within myself. And, like, when you're triggered by other people, so say somebody was raised to say the grass was purple and you were raised to say the grass was green. Who's right, who's wrong? There is no right, there is no wrong. It's about perspective. So it's simply allowing others to be who they are, and allowing yourself to be who you are, and deciding where that fits into your life. So healthy boundaries and releasing guilt, and always choosing love above everything else, is so important. And I love the humor one, because that's really about us not taking life seriously. It's like, you know what? Everything just is what it is. I'm going to ebb and flow with this. Yeah, we're going to go through some shit. Yes, because we're still human. But I'm so aligned with myself that even the shittiest times, I still feel my alignment, and I allow myself to be human. I allow myself to go through the motions, feel what I need to feel, validate my emotions, validate my feelings, and then move on in such healthy and abundant ways. So just stay in your power. Really allow yourself to, number one, have empathy for yourself and others, because everybody's going through this change, this transit, this massive alignment. So not everybody has the openness to understand the fullness of it, or the capacity to. So just know that everybody is feeling their way through their own lives, and it's not for us to judge anybody else's journey. It's for us to work through our own journey, and know that we are all doing the best we can according to who we are in each moment. Nothing more, nothing less. So give yourself permission to just be present, be in your authentic power, let go of everything that's not serving you, step into the now, step into the love, step into the joy of just being. The more you are present, the easier manifestations will come forward, the easier you will align with your highest timeline, And, because you're allowing this ebb and flow, because you're being present with every moment, with every feeling, but you're allowing it to just flow. You're not holding on to it. There's no longer any attachments or judgments or anything. You're just being, okay? All right, my loves, I hope that resonates for our pile ones and for our number twos. What do we have for surrender? Surrender your desire to control people. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. So this feels very much like, don't feel like, because people don't see eye to eye with you, that means that you can't, be friends or have a relationship or anything like that, because we're not here to prove or to change other people's, thoughts or anything. It's simply about like, I stand in my power. I trust in what I feel. I trust in what I know. And I'm open to other perspectives. Not that we have to agree or anything like that. Just say, hey, that person was raised to say the grass is purple. You were raised to say the grass is green. There's no right, there's no wrong. There's simply perspective. So it's just saying, that's an interesting perspective. I've never thought about it that way. Doesn't mean you have to agree with it. Doesn't mean, it just means that you're open to other people's, perspectives of life, because we all see the world according to our human experiences. And this is why this transition that we're going through has been so heavy, because we've been programmed in such bullshit and such heaviness and such dense energy that it's been very hard to clear and to release and to be open to our new energies, our higher energies, our authentic energies. So you don't want control of anybody else, because it's too, like, the only control we have is within ourselves. We control our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, our actions, all of that kind of stuff. We don't want control over anything else or anybody else, because that's just too much. That's just too much. So release control of the uncontrollable, be in your power, and allow others to be in theirs, and always come from that place of love. And don't take anything personal, they're saying. Surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. Resentments are very 3D and lower frequency energy. So when we hold on to past experiences, and I'm not saying anything about like, if somebody's caused us harm, it's not about saying what they did is okay. It's about saying, I no longer allow this to have power over me in this moment with who I am right now. Because what happened to us yesterday, a year ago, 20 years ago, did not happen to who we are in this moment and in this now. So letting go of resentments and, that feeling of being spiteful and mean and miserable and all that kind of stuff, because somebody did something however long ago, that just keeps you in an emotional hostage. It keeps you emotionally hostage. So they're saying to let it all go. Like, this is a time to forgive and forget. When we allow true forgiveness, we honestly do forget. And it takes effort to think back to, oh, why was I so angry with that person? Because you've actually forgiven. Ho'oponopono is a wonderful Hawaiian prayer mythology that people use to embrace forgiveness, and that's forgiveness of self and others, because we forgive ourselves for allowing ourselves to hold on to the misery for so long, and we forgive others for their part in that. So let go of everything that is not aligned with your highest timeline. Let go of everything that is not aligned with joy and harmony and peace, because holding yourself hostage in a place of resentments or anger or frustration is just keeping you in that place of emotional stagnancy and, repeating unhealthy patterns. So let it all go and allow yourself to fully heal and be in that place of forgiveness and allowing love in. Surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. So your team's just saying, hey, give it to me. Like, when we are trying to figure things out and it's frustrating us or we're getting upset about it, it's simply saying, like, I release all of this. I release the situation to spirit. I release this situation to source. I call in my divine team to ask for divine guidance, divine healing, whatever you need. So call in your team to help you, because when you allow them to work with you, because they will work with us through our whole entire lives, but sometimes they need permission to kind of step in because, we have lessons to learn and we have these contracts. So give yourself or give them permission to allow them to work with you, to say, when we're frustrated about a situation, I release it to source. I release it to my team and allow it to be worked out as it's meant to be. And that's you surrendering control of the uncontrollable. So give yourself permission to just be present. Give yourself permission to allow your team to help you, to allow source to help you, to allow that alignment that is within you. All right, my loves. Now we have blame, regret, fear, success, growth, surrender, freedom. So there seems to be a theme here for you, my loves. This is just kind of a big energy about moving forward in life, allowing yourself to move forward in life, giving yourself permission to move out of the past and move away from fear, because fear-based mentality is very heavy and dense, and it holds us hostage. It keeps us in this place of repeating unhealthy, toxic patterns. So blame, regret, and fear, those are really heavy, dense energies. So, sometimes we blame ourselves, and this is why we repeat unhealthy patterns, or we blame others, and this is why we hold ourselves emotionally hostage, because we're just like trying to figure out, why did that person do this, or why did that person do that, or you know what I mean? So your teams are saying you need to let go. Let it all go. Let it, allow it to be healed. Allow yourself to be freed from it. Give yourself permission to heal. Give yourself permission to move forward. And yeah, people go through some horrific things. Yes, most definitely. But holding yourself hostage there and reliving events and situations that caused you harm and suffering, that's not serving you. That's not helping you. So your teams are just saying it's time to let it all go with love and with peace, to say, what, that no longer, that situation, that person, place, thing, whatever, no longer has permission to be in who I am now. And I allow myself to release it, to heal it, to free myself from it, and let it all go. Whether it's you've done something to cause harm or someone else has done something to cause harm, it's time to move forward. It's time to let go. It's time to allow yourself to fully integrate this healing energy and this high frequency of love, of divinity, of peace, of harmony. Because this is they're saying it's time to break the mold. Step up, break the mold, smash it into pieces, and give yourself permission to move forward, because there is freedom there. You will, when you forgive and forget, there is so much freedom. It took me a long time to clear, my trauma. And it was such an intimate process. It was such an intimate healing for myself, because I looked within myself for everything. I no longer blamed anyone outside of me, even though their actions caused me harm. And I allowed myself to forgive. I allowed myself to let go. I allowed myself to be present and be in the power of my authenticity. And that was freedom, because outside energy no longer has any power within me. And this is where you are. So it's about allowing yourself to fully heal your past and be present. Because, people will say there is no past, there is no future, there's only now, which is true. That's my truth anyways. It's I only have this moment. I only have who I am now. And that's what matters. So what I do in each moment of my being present is creating, the next steps and, opening up different avenues. So your teams are saying, please allow yourself to fully heal. Give yourself permission to let go. Give yourself permission to invite peace and harmony into your life, because success, growth is coming through that surrender. So it's it's the bubble popping. So as soon as you give yourself permission, as soon as you say, yeah, this no longer has power here, I allow myself to be fully healed. I allow myself to enter into this brand new, beautiful, authentic place of my power and of joy and of harmony, because this is your time. This is your time. Like, step out of the 3D and step into the higher frequency and really align your heart with your higher thinking mind, with your higher mind, because the 3D mind will keep you stuck, will keep you repeating the hurt and the trauma and unhealthy patterns. But the higher mind, connecting with your heart, allows you to create these beautiful new beginnings, because the 3D mind or the lower frequency mind can only create from its experiences as you're human. So anything that your human has experienced in this life is embedded in the 3D mind. So that's when we get into the amygdala and the hippocampus and, parts of our brain. So it's, our trauma responses when you've lived in fight and flight for so long. So it's fully like, it's time to fully release and fully let go and be present in who you are. There's so many ways that you can work with this healing. There's you can reach out for support. There's counseling, there's physical therapies, there's just an abundance of ways for you to allow yourself to do this. But it has to start within you. It has to start within your intention. Your intention is to be fully healed and to be happy and healthy and whole and all of these beautiful things, so that you have success and expansive growth. And remembering that you are an infinite being of divine love and divine light. You are an infinite being. So come out of that limiting energy and step into the limitlessness of you. Okay? And embrace your freedom to be yourself. Embrace your freedom to be whole and peaceful and harmonious and joyful, and embrace the new beginnings that are all anchored in bliss and in harmony. All right, my loves, I hope that resonated. And I'm just going to do one. This is just a collective message. Surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. So I always tell people we have to embrace trust, which is like, I know what I know, but I also trust in that. And I also trust in everything that I don't know. So I know what I know and I trust in the rest, because everything is unfolding for our highest and our greatest good. If you know that within yourself, if you have that belief system within yourself to say, I trust in the unfolding and I trust that it's for my highest and my greatest good. Because letting go of the details of how, when, and all this, like, it's so important in this process of becoming. Like, the details are not up to us. Like, you get in your car and you drive it. You don't need to know how the car works. I don't need to know how the pistons work. I don't need to know how the engine, like, you know what I mean? Like, we just get in and drive, and that's where we are right now. We're just like, okay, we're along for the ride. And I know that whatever is for my highest and my greatest good. So it's really important to surrender to trust for everybody. Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. This one is so powerful. Each and every one of us is magical. But we have been told historically that we're not. That we're just these limited, small beings and worker ants. But the truth is, we are limitless divine beings of the universe. We are source and skin. We are these amazing beings having human experiences. So this is the time to tap into the magic of exactly who you are, what you are. It's like, I am who I am and I am enough. And having that mentality and having that feeling and having that place of power within you to say, I am magical. I am the shit. Like, I am amazing. And really knowing that, trusting that, and being that, because we are magnetic beings. So knowing that you are incredible, that you are loved, that you are a divine being of the universe, that's your power. That's you being your authentic self, to know that you have control of you. You have control of your thoughts, your emotions, your attention. And that's where your power is, because, where attention goes, energy flows. So give yourself a pat on the back, celebrate who you are, celebrate all that you have overcome, celebrate everything that you are creating for yourself in this beautiful, infinite world of possibilities. Surrender to sleep and rest. To prevent burnout, slow down. Honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. This is the time to rest and receive. So we've done so much purging and clearing and healing, and it's been absolutely exhausting and overwhelming for so many of us. And this is now the time to rest and receive. You've done the hard work, so now just step into that enjoyment, step into the fun of being. Because when you rest and receive, you're just in that place of being present. You're in that place of, I love my life and life loves me. Like every day I wake up, I say, I do what I love and I love what I do. I love life and life loves me too. And I am the frequency of infinite wealth in all aspects of my life, in happiness, in joy, in love, in prosperity, in abundance, in all of it. So take the time to look after your body, your mind, and your heart, because this power that you are in right now, that we are all in right now, is like, I can't even find a human word for it. But be in this place of joy, be in this place of your magic, be in this place of what you're creating in your human experience, and know that when we feel it within us, we are attracting everything outside of us to support what we are feeling. We are magnetic beings. So if you feel happy and joyful and grateful and wonderful, you will be given more to support that feeling, and it just gets better and better and better and better. Okay? So that was our collective part of our reading, and I hope it resonates. So I hope you guys have an amazing day, evening, whatever, whenever you're seeing this. And please take care of your body, mind, and heart, and know that you are incredibly and infinitely loved, and that you are source love.